This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for April 1st, 2026. Baby Metal have unveiled 2 legs of their touring plans for North and Latin America for later this year. Tickets go on sale next Friday, April 10th at 10 a.m. That includes the stop September 10th at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts, with Hailstorm and Violent Vera. At Rock from the Beastie Boys has been cast in Time Out, a new drama from Scott Cooper, who directed Crazy Heart and Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere, that finds Adam Sandler in a dramatic role. Time Out follows a man who, after losing his job, hides the truth from his family and constructs an increasingly elaborate web of lies. Cooper says the material has lingered with him for decades. Tesla are set to release a new album called Homage in July. It'll showcase Tesla frontman Jeff Keith singing covers of soul and R&B classics, and will include a new Tesla song called Never Alone. Guitarist Frank Hannon said Tesla is releasing an album of R&B classics that showcases our lead singer's voice singing Sam Cooke and Etta James and James Brown. The album is going to come out in July. It's a very interesting record, and it's got some really cool songs on it, as well as a new Tesla track called Never Alone. He went on to say the album will also include Tesla's cover of Supertramp's Give a Little Bit, which he and his bandmates have been performing live at some of their recent concerts. Tesla are out on the road with Extreme, opening up for Motley Crue this summer, including at the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Mass. On August 1st. Those tickets are available now. Metallica's All Within My Hands Foundation has donated $125,000 to flood relief efforts in Hawaii through 3 local organizations. Metallica releasing a statement saying Hawaii is facing the worst flooding it's seen in more than 2 decades, leaving the island suffering from an estimated $1 billion in damage statewide. The subtropical weather systems, called Kona lows near Hawaii, siphon moisture from the tropics, fueling slow-moving thunderstorms with torrential destructive rains. The soil became saturated and the rivers surged to record levels as the rains continued. So far, hundreds of homes have sustained damage, in addition to millions of dollars in damage to farms across the island. As many as 115,000 residents face power outages in the storm's aftermath. While the heaviest rains have passed, flash floods remain possible in the coming days. The band went on to say that the All Within My Hands board reached out to identify ways to support the community and learned that a friend of the foundation, Jason Momoa, was already working with local organizations. All Within My Hands is proud to join Jason and the many organizations and individuals working to provide critical relief and recovery assistance to the islands. Longtime Journey keyboardist Jonathan Cain has admitted that a suggestion he made last month that former singer Steve Perry might guest with the band on their current farewell tour was deliberately misleading. Now, in a report from Rolling Stone, he said, quote, "I just kind of planted a little seed out there. I was trying to fish a little bit and say, well, he's thinking about it. And he came out immediately and said, no, I'm not. I kind of did that on purpose because there's just so much fake AI stuff going on, just to look at it and go, wait a minute, no, that's not true. None of this is true." There's been a lineup change in the Sonic Temple Festival in Columbus, Ohio. Organizers behind the event announced yesterday that Tom Morello, The Offspring, and Crown the Empire have vacated their planned spots for the festival. Chevelle, Pop Evil, and As You Were are filling the vacancies. Sonic Temple will hit the historic Crew Stadium from May 14th through the 17th. Jack Osbourne has confirmed the controversy but refused to name the act who asked for hundreds of thousands of dollars to perform on stage at the Back to the Beginning concert in Birmingham, England last year in tribute to Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. According to him, the issue stemmed from a disagreement over hard costs versus the event's all-in charity structure. He said, quote, "Here's what I'll say, because there's a lot of stuff online. I cannot say the band, but what I will say is everyone online is speculating who it is, and I have not seen a single accurate guess, not even close." He went on to say he saw something about Wolfgang Van Halen. He said, absolutely fucking not. Like Wolf wanted to be there, but there was just a clash in scheduling. He was on tour with Creed. Following a nearly 9-year wait to the follow-up to their latest traditional studio album, Converge, just over a month after releasing their 10th studio album, the band have revealed a June 5th release date for their next full-length album, Hum of Hurt. The 10 songs featured on the album were laid down during the Love Is Not Enough sessions. The band entered the studio armed with dozens of tracks last year. The title track from the upcoming new release is available to stream online. In a new interview with Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, he was asked why he thinks so many younger music fans are connecting to the band's classic songs today. Saying, quote, well, there's two general theories that people seem to bandy about, and I can't say this tells the whole story, but it seems to tell a lot of it. One, streaming. Even though it takes a lot of stick, particularly for musicians who are not getting paid in the streaming world like they should, I think young people are finding through recommendation bands that maybe would necessarily not hear or don't even necessarily, they don't find in a traditional way. The other seems to be this particular young generation coming in and really looking for authenticity, and that's a very broad word as it's applied. Billy Morrison, longtime rhythm guitarist for Billy Idol and former bassist for The Cult, has released a new song called Becoming, featuring Sully Erna from Godsmack on vocals and Nuno Betancourt of Extreme on lead guitar. All three artists contributed to the writing process. The song is the lead single from Morrison's upcoming album Hollow, set to be released this summer. That's the follow-up to the guest-heavy album The Morrison Project from 2024. Billy Morrison said when the music to Becoming was finally finished, in my mind, there was only one person I could imagine singing it, and that was Sully Erna. His work with Godsmack over the decades has just proven his voice to be one of the most powerful in rock music. Billy Morrison is going to be joined by Dexter Holland, Chuck D, Be Real, Duff McKagan, Steve Stevens, and more on his upcoming new album. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 304, featuring Wes Scantlin from Puddle of Mudd, is available now.